Welcome back to Nerdocracy, the show for nerds, governed by nerds. We are your hosts and humble Nerdocrats, Alberto, Tom,
Hello.
and myself. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good, man.
It's good.
Doing okay. Doing okay. How about
Tom, it's
yourself?
good to have you back. We
Thank
were floundering last week.
I doubt it. I'm
we
sure you guys
floundered
did
a little
just
bit.
fine.
Yeah,
And
we did. Yeah.
I told Jordan before the show I planned to watch this past week, but I just did not get a chance to, sadly. So, but I'm sure you guys did just great.
It was fun. I mean, it was fun nerding out about Warhammer stuff. We
Yeah,
may
but
have
we
nerded out too much.
so we
but
tried to keep it for the general audiences, but by the end we
Yeah.
were like fully geeked out. Not that much, but a bit.
yeah, we got right on the edge, and then we skirted that line, and then we're just right off the cliff. But it was great. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Actually, today I was moving stuff around as I moved the display behind me. I was moving figures around and stuff like that, and kind of packaging up some stuff to get rid of because I'm like, I'm good. I'll move on. But when I got to the Warhammer detail, I'm like, I'm not getting rid of a single thing in here. So, yeah.
Some things you just got to be, they're your precious things, right? You just can't
Yes.
say goodbye to them. They're like, this is your mainstay.
Yep. Warhammer, all these are the only Marvel figures I have left.
Oh, wow.
Outside of, I have 3 Rockets and a Groot over there.
I think we all have like 3 rockets. I think I have 5 actually.
Yeah, all the Rockets.
I have 3. Yeah, I think I have 3. One's completely broken though now, sadly.
Yeah, and I have Bearded Cap down there, but that's it. I've gotten rid of all the others.
Oh well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, moved a lot of stuff. I have one figure. I can't move it. It's really cool to me, but I'm like, you know what? I can move on from it. But B Toys made a Harry Hart figure from Kingsman.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really, really phenomenal figure. So I packed that up today, and I was like, should I? And I went ahead and listed it. So if I don't sell it, I'll put it back on display. But the Warhammer stuff's not going anywhere.
Good.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. Kind of like MODOK back there. MODOK's good.
Way too big. But yeah,
We
really good. Way too big. Really good.
We should give him a microphone and a couple headsets. It's that huge. It's fantastic.
Right? He could just fill in for you for a whole episode. You just go to the camera and talk on the mic and just MODOK.
I work from this area like all week long, and every time I have to jump on a Zoom call, I have this background blurred so no one can see what it is. But if I get up, it always locked on to Galactus's face, and it was like, oh, that's the person. And people are like, there's some weird guy that shows up when you leave. And I just know for a fact if I zoomed with him back there, he would be there the entire time.
Which would be awesome.
Awesome, yeah.
Sure. I'm sure for some people.
Yeah, to some people. It'd be awesome as hell to me.
Yeah, me too. That's why
right? I really wanted to talk, and no pressure to watch it. It kind of came out of nowhere, but I cannot wait till you guys watch Marvel Zombies because I want to talk about it.
I might watch it tonight, actually, but we'll see.
Yeah, I started but fell asleep halfway in the first episode, so I got it.
The first episode, I kind of wondered. I'm like,
that might have been the thing, yeah.
I hear completely mixed things. Some people absolutely love it. Some people absolutely hated it. Some people are middle, and then I just don't know. So like, I'm actually kind of glad when something is that mixed. I'm actually really glad on, because I hate when like the public consciousness is like, we all hate this thing, because then I go in thinking, all right, why am I gonna hate this? But when it's mixed, I'm like, it's just the same thing as not hearing anything, right? Which I love.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't plan on watching the entire thing, but this morning started the first episode. I'm like, I'll get the first one out of the way. Maybe we can talk about it. And then I realized it's super short. It's 4 episodes, 30 to 40 minutes an episode. So we watched the whole thing in like, I think it's just slightly over 2 hours. So it's a movie, just watching a movie.
They should have cut it together and presented it as like one of their presentations, like they did
like a Halloween special or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's weird that they didn't do that.
Yeah. And the way it starts, I can see why some people maybe didn't make it past the first episode, but really, I can't. The first episode got me about 3/4 the way through. I'm like, oh, okay. But it does start off not at all how you would expect, but it all starts to
Interesting.
tie together episode to episode, and it's really I'm excited to hear what you guys think. It's fun.
I've been super hyped to watch it. I was kind of hoping they were going to wait until October to release it, but it's close enough that I'm not going to be,
Yeah.
you know.
Maybe
so
they have
upset.
another surprise up the sleeve for October. Maybe a Werewolf by Night part
I
3.
really don't think so. I'm not going to even remotely get my hopes up.
That's the best Halloween special ever that they did.
Right?
Yes.
I need figures from that. I
Bar
need a
none.
Man Thing, an Elsa Bloodstone, and a Werewolf by Night.
Jack Russell, I need everybody. Yeah.
You will feel the same way after Marvel Zombies. You're
Oh,
like,
I
well,
bet.
shit, I need figures of all of this. And there's
Well,
one in particular. I can't say anything about it, but I need a figure. I need it.
'Cause there's one that I think everybody knows, and it's Blade as Moon Knight.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I got
I
to
was
see
like-
him.
Yeah. Everybody like that's you cannot be on the internet and be a Marvel fan
Yeah.
without knowing that
No.
happens that show as of
Yeah.
like months ago because they started like teasing that one out.
But some of the artwork that they do with him, especially at the very end,
It's
in the
Michelle,
animation, the animation is absolutely awesome. Like just the kind of shit that inspires you when you see the animation and the things they do with it. You're like, I need a figure because I want to shoot this. Like, just really good.
And they announced Captain America. They shelved that, I think, so they never did anything with it. So
They showed it at a Comic-Con, and that was
because the only Marvel zombie is the Deadpool, which is a fantastic figure if you don't have it. So
that's not even from the Marvel Zombies show. That's just
from the books,
comic.
From the books. Yeah.
I mean, I consider, because like you can consider the zombie Iron Man that they did. If you wanted to do a zombie display, you have that. Even though he's a skeleton, so he's really is. I don't know. It's weird to call it a zombie, right? Because
undead Iron Man.
Yeah, and the Doctor Strange is the other one.
The other one. Yep. I was gonna shoot Doctor Strange when I had time to like homage Marvel Zombies, but yeah.
I do regret getting rid of that one already. I sold him a couple weeks ago.
Oh man,
which one?
Wow.
The Dead Strange.
Hey.
And that's one I'm probably going to buy again because I shouldn't have done
that one. Yeah, I haven't shot it yet. I want to shoot that one with Deadpool, but haven't been inspired yet. So maybe now during Halloween I'll get there.
You know how it is. Well, maybe you don't, but sometimes my inspiration really fades when something doesn't come out with a certain property that really makes me want to dive back into it. So it's kind of in that place with Dead Strange. I'm like, it's such a specialized figure to this one film.
See,
I can get rid of it.
That's so
I shouldn't have done that.
No. Yeah, I just think it's because I've been a lifelong Doctor Strange fan. So for me, it was like, oh, it's a zombie Doctor Strange. I don't even connect it to the movie at all. It just exists outside of
it. And he has been in the comics in different versions. So.
I regret it, and you guys just made it worse.
Sorry, man.
It's fine. I'll buy another one.
Hit us up next time before you sell something. Like, am I going to regret this?
If you ever just call us and we'll have an intervention.
Yeah, but then you'll never sell anything because I'm sure one of the two of us will be like, no, why would you?
Yeah.
Dude, I've still got everything that I've sold. I still have 89 6-scale figures. I'm like, that is awesome. So much. It's so much.
I'll send you a picture of my room. So I don't even know. I lost count already. Plus boxes.
Long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Send the picture. Do it.
Yeah. It's depressing.
All right.
So
I guess we'll get into the whole point, which Alien Earth, did it stick the landing?
Interesting question, because I will say they started to flounder in the second to last episode, which I know we didn't talk about last week because I wasn't here. That one presented some interesting things that I just didn't love. And of course, going into the finale, those things already existed, so I knew that. So I ended up enjoying the finale, but because I had already come to terms with the fact that Wendy can control the alien entirely, I guess, which I was like, that's a little too much for me right now. I think maybe if it kept going, like their bond formed a little bit more or something. I don't know. It was weird that she was like it was her pet.
I think we needed an explanation on how she does it. Maybe that would have, made it clearer by then. But no, they didn't touch that subject at all. So I don't know.
I was afraid of it from halfway through when we talked about it. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna like that direction if it's just a pet. I
Yep.
don't want and once again, this is personal preference, but I don't want the xenomorph to be something controlled. Now I get they're controlled by the queen in that sense, but it is a monster. It's a creature of chaos. To me, I like it that way. I was never really gonna be on board with we can control this thing.
I do like that Wendy's character, who started off very childlike, innocent, not altruistic, but like, she had good intentions. To what we definitely saw in the last episode, the kids going a lot darker. They're choosing to now forego their humanity and embrace this new android life that they have. That if she is this more not really human, not even like considering herself on the same plane or morality as humans, I'm a little bit more okay with it, because then it becomes almost like, well, Wendy's almost as unpredictable as a xenomorph would be in any situation, but they have to keep pushing that envelope to that point. And I do think that now that we know for a fact it's not just this one season, which I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just one season and done.
I did too.
Yeah, I was shocked that they were like, cliffhanger, maybe a second season on the way. We don't know. I don't think it's been announced yet.
But
It's a big maybe. Noah Hawley said he has not been renewed.
Oh.
And that he also didn't write it with if I'm getting this right from the article I read, he didn't really write it with a plan for a second season. So I'm like, well, how do you end it that way then?
Yeah. You left it at a spot where like too much stuff was left open, unresolved, or just set up. Like the eyeball crawling into the dead scientist's body at the end and then wandering off. Like, I need to see the wife encountering that dude, right?
Yes.
Hole in chest, alien in the face,
Yeah.
There was something interesting, conversation with Wendy and what's the other kid? The one you like, Tom. What's his name?
Smee.
Smee?
Yeah, that he tells her that she has to forgive her brother, because you got to think of them.
He's one of
us. They are kids, so kids they don't have a moral gray area. They only see black and white, and some people get lost in that but they are kids, so they don't tend to think as like they don't negotiate terms to consider what's moral or what's amoral. They just see what they see and they act on instinct based on that. So because I was dealing with my son's tantrum, so basically that's how they think. So he's like, he told like, you have to forgive because he's on our side, so he's thinking more as an adult to Wendy, which I think has not, still a kid, so that's why she's so impulsive. Maybe if they do a second season or with her brother, then she manages the term of what how she acts, because everything she's done during the series has been basically based on impulse or acting out as to the situation that's presented to her. So that's a very important thing. As to the ending, I don't know, there's a lot of hate going around, but I think it's that everybody had a finale, and I think we all had a part in that with this show going along, that we all wanted to see the end according to us, what we wanted from the ending, and they came out with this. So nobody got killed, so everybody survived.
Oh no! Lots of people got killed.
Not none of the main cast, but
two, right? We had one kid and we had one scientist.
Yeah, so. But not Boy Cavalier and not Kirsch and not nobody. So, and I hope there's a second season, because the only question that I've been wanting an answer since the beginning, what's Wendy's relationship and how she communicates with the xenomorphs and how she controls, because that has not been explained at all. And that would go back to the creation of the hybrids. Does that have to be is related with Prometheus or with Covenant? Because I was reading somewhere that Hawley skipped basically those two movies going forward with the series, because the xenomorph here it has been a product of millions of years of evolution and not a creation by David. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. So because if they leave it in the air and leave it like a Mary Sue, I don't. They lost me there, man. So I don't.
Yeah, it does nothing but pose questions. It gives us
Yeah,
zero answers to
Yeah.
absolutely anything. Nothing is answered.
I think that's the problem. That if he knew he wasn't getting it, or had no idea if he was getting a second season or not, you have to tie up some of the story threads, and you can leave a big cliffhanger for sure, which is what are these kids going to do with this facility with these adults, that kind of thing. But not every single thing can be a cliffhanger, which that's what it was. We got half a
Yeah.
story, it felt like. Didn't feel
Yeah.
like we got a full thing. And I was with it, even though there was a lot of stuff I didn't like in the second to last episode. And then the final episode, I enjoyed it. Like I was really liking it until it just stopped at a point. I'm like, wait, that's it? There's not an episode next week or anything?
yeah. I
So
was worried. I was worried during that episode because if this ends this way, the ending is going to be completely a cliffhanger. It's going to be completely predictable. Because but since it started, I was like, this is going to be a cliffhanger. This is going to be a cliffhanger. There's too the pacing of that episode was too slow
hmm,
for the too many questions that were still on the air. So midway, 30 minutes, I was watching the episode and kept track of the where are we minute 30. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. This is gonna boom. There we go. So it's not terrible. I did enjoy the series, the episode for what it is,
yeah.
but there's too many gaps. And too much of a cliffhanger ending without at least some of the basic questions not being answered. So
Yeah, I felt like a lot of the motivations too only serve to get us to that end point.
Hmm.
hmm
So we got all these motivations that really only serve to get us to this big cliffhanger ending. So the motivations seem to lack logic to me in some areas, and that never got resolved either because nothing got resolved. So it's
yeah,
just this big mess of
Yeah.
and
barreling
not only
towards where.
a mess, it was a build up because Utani's gonna come in and then they send like two
Yeah,
squads in and they
Yeah,
get
they're
picked up like
still flying in, it seemed
yeah.
like, right? They're just
Utani will.
yeah now
She's
apparently
going to
that's
own
an
all that.
advanced team so
Yeah.
we'll see. But that should have happened in the episode before, and it get us a little bit of a conclusion when they came into the island. So the aftermath. But now we're gonna have to wait. God knows if ever we're gonna get a second season of this. So.
I would imagine it did well enough viewer wise. Obviously don't know the numbers, but I would imagine it did well enough. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I
they're
hope, I really do hope it did, because I think that if you can finish the story, like make it 2 seasons. I really don't think it needs to be more than 2 seasons, right? Finish your story, tie up the loose ends. It could be a really good alien story from
yeah,
start to finish if you explain the things that we have questions on. Don't leave anything like wide open. Like, we introduced too many aliens that now we don't know what their status is or anything like that. Which, by the way, I will say, very happy to see the freaking hanging
the
alien
plan.
thing.
Yeah,
It was just as beautifully horrific as I had hoped.
Yes.
Mm.
Agreed.
It
it
like
was
walking around on
it was
like it was,
unnerving when you said crawling on the
Yes.
walls. Like,
yep,
It was like a spider, which I
yeah,
fucking hate. So yes, it was horrifying.
it's
it's like
creepy.
a spider starfish.
Yeah.
There's something underwater that moves like that. I'm trying to think of what it is that has like the webbing in between the points like that. That kind of shoots itself. I guess it's kind of like a squid that shoots
Squid,
itself.
calamari.
Almost, yeah. But man, so good.
Yeah. That paid off. But I feel like
Yeah.
maybe like you, I think you were just saying, Tom. Well, you both kind of said it, but in my mind, I feel like we should have either focused more on the aliens because there were so many and
Mhm.
less on the synths. So the show should have been about the actual aliens because there's so many, or they should have dialed back the amount of aliens
I think that's
and
what it should have
focused
been.
more on the
Yeah,
synths.
but that's where the hate is coming from. The general idea was we should have focused more on the aliens, and I think Hawley it's more into the human side of the transition into the human into the synth
Yeah.
and how that affects. So that's why a lot of it got into a lot of people under the skin because they wanted more xenomorph and more aliens, I assume, and I think
Which
this goes more into the psyche of the synth and the hybrid and the next step, which goes back to Prometheus, that why it got a lot of hate in the first place, because there are no aliens. It's more about the, you
Right.
know, extending longevity and eternal life and all that stuff. So
Which the synth stuff is very relevant to our current times with
Mhm.
AI, so I understand him wanting to explore that. Um, yeah, I don't know. It almost like, why do aliens at all then? Was it just to make sure people watched?
I think
it's
it's
He had it.
also to tie in, like, you have Wayland as an established company. You have to explain giant evil corporation looking out there for immortality kind of thing. You don't have to, you could have a foil in there that can upset the balance at any second. Like kids, these kids all think that they are immortal, and they learn pretty quickly over the course of the series that they aren't. They are just as mortal as before. They just can't be
Mhm.
affected by human sicknesses or typical things that kill humans. But there are plenty of things that can still kill a synth, like
Yeah,
other synths, right?
yeah. I could see though in my mind the entire show playing out without aliens present at all. It could have
Oh,
been
totally.
Utani versus Boy Cavalier because of this new technology.
Yep.
Still
it could
sends
have been
Morrow,
it could have
all
been a
that.
corporate espionage series
Correct.
based on the alien world with no aliens. So
I don't know if I
Yeah.
would have watched that though myself,
Ah,
because
yeah.
I would have been more like, if this is in the alien world and we don't have the alien,
no,
what's what's
basically
the point?
the aliens are there just to push the companies to go head to head against each other, because that's
Yeah,
basically the whole series. They're just there as a occupational hazard, but there you see where the companies go at each other. So
they
and
should have
how
had.
they
Yeah, they should have had at max, I think, 3 different species, maybe 2. I think I can see an argument for just Teoculus and the xenomorph, right? Because you need the
Agreed.
xenomorph, because that's what
mm,
people know. Teoculus was the most interesting and, you know character, I think, from the entire series. And I just liked the long play of that weird hanging plant. I find it still out of left field. They introduced this bug that dissolves metal to eat itself, to eat things, in this one episode just to kill a synth, and then that's it. They don't do anything with it again. It
Yep.
was just for that one purpose, so that served literally no purpose to me.
no purpose at all.
Yeah, you
Same with
could
the
have had.
ticks.
Oh, right, the ticks. Yeah, the
They're
ticks.
still running around somewhere.
I
They
did
were
like
still
that
on the ship.
moment of them shitting in the water. Like, that was still really good. But other than that,
Yes.
yeah.
But yeah, to maybe if you would have told me I would say something like this before the show started or was even announced, but we had an alien show with too many aliens. Isn't that the stupidest thing?
Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense.
Too many different alien species,
Aliens,
though.
yeah.
Because I think
Yeah.
if you had said, with too many different alien species, you probably would have agreed. Like, why are you trying to, like, take away the importance of the xenomorph in the alien mythos, which is what the alien mythos is kind of all about, right? It's this perfect being, right? They call it the
Yeah.
ultimate. Forget what
The
it's called.
perfect organism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then you have all these not perfect organisms. Though who knows with Teoculus? I don't know. The thing seems pretty.
That thing's awesome.
Yep.
It's still the star of the show. It's so cool.
But you gotta. How the hell did he find that corpse, dude? That corpse was floating in the water, and
Yeah,
It
agreed.
wasn't floating.
some,
That corpse was laying on a beach.
no,
Just
they
dead.
but when they dropped him, when they dropped him in the water, so he made it to the beach. But how the hell did he find that
Right.
fucking
I do
guy?
question how unless that thing saw, although I think Wendy disabled them all, like on a camera, where all these, because they had everything, you know, shocking to me. It still shocked me. I know they're kids, that these kids thought that any area of that complex was not under surveillance 100% of the time.
Mhm.
Like, I can't find in our world now everything is under surveillance 100% of the time. In the future, oh my god, please. So maybe I saw it on a screen somewhere, but they probably should have shown it, kind of
Yeah.
set that up, because it did that little scene where, like, we see him again on the beach. I'm like, why are we showing this again?
And the same
And
way
all of a
with
sudden it comes out.
when they catch the chest buster, how the hell did they catch that chest, which is a small alien,
Yeah,
and that
in a
slithers and move fast through the jungle? How the hell did they catch that? Poof and it, and that's it. Yeah, no,
that small chest burster that came out of that doctor, was so unnecessary after it came out and killed that doctor. Like when it shows up underneath the adult one at the very last scene, I'm like, oh, but she didn't talk to that one. So how is she controlling? Like, I get
Correct.
that she has a rapport with this other one, sure, because she's been watching it since it was a baby. She pet the little fucking slimy worm
And
thing.
it came from her brother, so I
Right,
don't
and it
know.
came from her brother. This other one should just be, I don't know. They're hive mentality though, so maybe it just instantly connected to whatever the hive around was. Again, not
I don't know.
explained.
Once again, more questions than answers.
Yes.
I thought it was gonna be a queen, one of the queen chest busters, but no, apparently it's a regular Xeno, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where we go from here. And the brand is not particularly thriving. Romulus did okay, but they're making
Romulus
another
was great.
one. But Fede Alvarez is out
Yeah,
as
he
director.
officially said
So
it. Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, that's
yeah, I
sad.
guess we'll see where Romulus 2, whatever it's going to be, the next Alien film. We'll see where that goes. I don't know. It's Alien. I'm always going to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited for, because like I kind of consider, and I know they're very different, but when you said that this franchise is dead, like we have the Predator movie coming up, and I kind of consider them to be almost the same now, right? Which you wild to say that back in like the 80s or something like that, when they had nothing really to do with each other.
Yeah, but they're doing it right with the Predator movies because with the animation they tied everything together, all the movies basically together. So I think story wise they're heading the right direction. With Aliens, I think they're gonna have to do at least a movie or something to tie everything together. Because as you know, as far as the Ripley story, okay, that makes sense chronologically, but the series of Romulus and Prometheus and Covenant, none of them make sense if you know try to put them together. So I think they should do something to, which I hope that this series was going to do, and
it'd be hard for this series to do it because it takes place before most of the Alien movies. So like outside of Covenant and Prometheus, nothing existed before this series. And I don't know. I'm of two minds because like one, I don't really need it all to tie together because like the Ripley stuff stands on its own. The Covenant timeline kind of stands on its own. I wish that we got more so that it eventually tied back into something. But I think the whole thing with Romulus and why Romulus is great is that like it touches on the Ripley stuff a little bit. But other than that, it's kind of its own thing. And just keep going with that. Its own thing. You don't have to bring it back in because otherwise it starts to get bloated. Like, does this make sense with this or that? Just tell they're going to another planet. There's going to be an alien egg on that ship or something like that. Just destroy that planet with that alien egg. That's it. That's all we need to say.
Yeah. It's kind of the same. Yeah, I don't know. I've decanonized so many of the movies in my mind. So yeah, I don't need it all to tie together because that tends to be messy and doesn't work out. So just do your own thing, tell your own story. I'm totally fine with that. Which we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Yeah. I mean, regardless of my like or dislike of the show, I would say meh. If I had to give a rating, whatever rating meh is, that's what I give it at the end. Had some good things, had some bad things. It was okay. It was meh. It was fine.
Up to the 5th episode, it was fantastic because we were all
agreed.
gushing over here. But then those last 3,
gotta stick the landing. Gotta stick the landing. I mean, that's even if something doesn't start off well, I can power through that if it's a property that I enjoy. Marvel Zombies, I think, is a great example. But you got to stick the landing.
Or do you think maybe Fox Studios pulled what they did with Alien 3 and got into the writer's room and make something, or maybe Hawley had an ending? I don't know. It's speculation, but they've done it before.
Like he totally had
done it before, so
it sounds like he had the freedom to do what he wanted to do for the most part. So this is what he wanted to do.
Tell a half a story. I love telling half stories. Great.
It's the best. It's my favorite thing to do.
It really did feel like we're now here's the mid-season break, and we'll get the rest of the story next year or something.
Yeah. And maybe he made the show wanting them to let him do a second, and that was his whole goal. Like, I'm going to make this show, and they're going to have a second one because the way I'm going to leave it. So I don't know.
Depends on the viewers. That's a risky maneuver. There.
Yeah.
I really hope that they do, because I actually do like, I know, I guess the popular opinion on the internet is that they didn't like the synth kids or whatever, or is focused too much on them. I actually really enjoyed those kids, though I find the turn for some of them to go kind of dark at the end a
Yeah.
little too quick, and almost convenient. Like Smee seemed very much not in that mindset and was beating himself up over being a part of the murder of that, even though literally he was helping his friend. He had no idea that that dude had an alien in his stomach. And seeing him kind of go that way too was a little shocking. But I want to know more of their story, so I'm actually really intrigued and hope we get more.
Hopeful, because if they cancel it, that's gonna be terrible.
If they cancel it, it'll be one of those things that I
Oh, man.
push off into the dead zone of non-canon, like Alien 3 and 4 and a lot of other movies. It'll just be that one thing that happened that I ignore. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get a
hopefully not.
new season next year and we talk about it again, all over again.
Yeah,
I think it'll be like 2 years, so we'll see.
yeah. I was gonna say, on that scale, it's not gonna be next year.
Good point. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. What is good,
Very good.
and I have
Yeah.
nothing bad to
Peacemaker.
say about it, is Peacemaker. And I will go ahead and say kudos to you, Tom, for calling out Earth X being, which should have. I'm still like, why the hell didn't I catch that? I mean, Augie is the white dragon. Of course, that's what's going on. But it never dawned on me until you said something about it. And then this whole next episode, I was talking to Sarah. I'm like, she's like, oh, what's this? What's this? I'm like, no. She's like, why are they panning to the street? Like, what's going on? What am I supposed to see? And I was like,
She didn't notice it either. Even when because when hardcore notices it, it's very apparent, right? Like she's noticing, like, there's some like old white people walking in the street and shit, and I'm like, come on.
Yep. I felt like shit once I started seeing them. Like, how the fuck did I not see it? Like, what's wrong with me? But yes, it all came true. Earth X is Nazi Earth.
I also saw somebody on the internet say they're totally going to cut to an American flag where there's not going to be any stars. There's just going to be a swastika. And I'm like, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, that is 100% what's going to happen. And that is exactly what fucking happened.
It did. It did. And it was, I will say this. So the humor has always rung true for me. James Gunn is very unique in the way he does humor and makes things. But Peacemaker's humor has always rung true for me. But season 2, even more so than season 1. Like, he has dialed in the seriousness and the humor to an absolute perfection. Like, they play off each other so well. And the humor in this episode, what is it, 6? Because we've only got 2 left.
Yep.
Yeah.
So fucking good. Just absolutely perfect. The blood money, that's my favorite scene.
I love Adrian. I love
like stuffing cash in their pants. It's like,
that just means that in the other universe, they all just have money stuffed in their pants and shit.
Which is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll come back. Like, if that's how Adebayo like gets out of being chased, he just starts throwing money everywhere. Though I bet the dollar bills look very different in a Nazi universe.
Oh, good point. That's a good point. But at least initially they're going to be like, oh shit, it's just money. So go after the money. But outside of that, the humor stuff, one thing that I really am curious to see, I don't think we're going to get any more of it. And I hate to jump to such a big thing because there's tons of other stuff to talk about with the episode. But James Gunn talked about this is going to tie into the future of DC and all this stuff. And we got the big drop, which was Lex and Belle Reve. Rick and
I don't
Lex.
think we're done yet. I don't think we're done yet.
I don't think that's going to be the big drop. Yeah. I
think he's one of the biggest surprise cameos. But clearly they're leading up to whoever helps them find the portal is going to be another big character. I don't know if it's going to be someone from Superman, but I do think it's going to be something big. And I know we talked about this separately, Alberto. The internet is calling for GI Robot to come in, right? Clean house. And I was like, ain't no way that's going to happen. But apparently James Gunn said we will see a live action GI robot at some point in the near future, which this would be the perfect time
Oh,
to
wow.
unleash a a Nazi hunting robot.
I didn't know he said that. So yes,
Yeah.
he's totally coming in. GI Robot, 100% confirmed.
Which will also, like, because nothing else really ties in Creature Commandos
Yeah,
outside
not-
of Rick Flag, right? But
Yeah.
he's barely the same character because
Yeah.
they couldn't dye his hair because of another project he was on. So
Yeah, I just hope the table is set. So I just hope these 2 last episodes are balls to the wall, Peacemaker in costume, wreaking havoc, and going all the way.
well, he's already in costume, so I don't think you have to worry about
Because
that.
apparently it's gonna get, and his dad already knows that he murdered that version of him, so he's gonna go at that's already set and done. So he's not
Just
gonna
think about him having to murder his brother again.
That's
his
what I was
father.
getting ready to say. He's going to kill
his
Keith
father again.
again.
His father
But this
again,
time
yeah.
an adult, like fully, like one they had like a connection with and all this. It's gonna have to kill him again.
Yeah.
And there's their hardcore from that world. So that's,
she sucks though. I mean,
She sucks.
She seems like out of like a romance novel from like a grocery
she's
store,
like
or
a
something.
fembot or like a
Which Chris doesn't even like her. He's like, she's okay. I mean, she's you. She's okay. She's fine.
He likes the damaged goods. So you notice.
Damaged goods.
There's a chemistry there.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, no, I don't. I was going to say I do, but I don't. So cancel that entire thought. I don't.
No, you got to finish. I need to know what you
Yeah.
do before you don't.
No. I was going to say something because we've talked about Rick Flag Jr. Like he's got to have a role to play. He's going to, I don't think so. Like I think we're done with him. Like we'll kill him probably, but
he could show up again as because we know the Sons of Liberty now are actually like the people fighting against Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw someone speculate that Rick Flag Jr., the reason why he was so uncomfortable around Peacemaker is because he's also working with the Sons of Liberty, but like on the inside,
awesome.
right? Which would be a great thing to see him and like the Planet X, Earth X vigilante like teaming up again, like he with Rick Flag, and then we get the other vigilante as well, kind of join the group.
And that heals if he comes back, he heals the relationship with his father. So we get a chiller Rick Flag scene moving along. So we'll see. I don't know.
Well, there we go. You guys just totally brought me back in. Like, yes, Rick Flag's coming back. This is perfect. It has to happen.
It's possible.
I'm
not saying it's definitely going to happen, but it's possible.
It'd be cool. Yeah, I like him in the character. So
yeah,
I feel like the character with the direction Gunn is going with DC, like Rick Flag Jr. really should still be around. Like he has things to do and he has roles to play. So if we could somehow merge him back,
I don't think that one does not seem trained or as capable as the one that died in the regular Earth.
He doesn't unless it's all a mirage because he's secretly working with Sons of Liberty.
Maybe.
Yeah. Which that's probably too much to hope for. We only have 2 episodes left. It's
he did trip over like a trash can or something while trying to hide. He wasn't doing the hiding stuff very well.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
I don't know. It's gonna have to be too hell of an episode. So I hope they don't do the alien shit here because I'll swear I'll go ape shit.
I need to know what's going on with Judo Master.
He's being
he's there somewhere.
He is, and I bet same thing is happening to him that's happening to Adebayo. Like,
Yep.
I'll try.
Yeah.
There's only 2 episodes left, and I do hope they're much longer. I feel like they have to be. They've kind of been really short lately, so I imagine the next 2 will at least get an hour. I hope.
We'll see. I will say I thought that where we are now, if this were a Marvel show, the next episode would be the last one. I feel like they love doing this. They love setting it up, and then they're like, we have a lot to explain, and we're going to do it all in 35 minutes. Yeah, but I love the fact that where we are now, we have 2 full episodes left because they have plenty of time, I think, to tie everything together and set up whatever they want to set up to come, but still tie up whatever bows this story has.
Yeah, and the pacing has been perfect every episode, so it doesn't. Yeah, it takes you, all the way in, and you're in there all the way since it starts to the end. So it's fantastic writing. I was going to ask you guys, do you feel this season is a little bit under budget compared to the first one? So,
I don't think so.
because
What makes
No.
you think that? There's like no
it
CG.
feels a little bit constrained to the sets and no big effects and no just lighter on the action. I know it's more based on the character
Yeah.
development. Yeah, so but in the other season there was the gorilla and then there were the aliens and then there was the huge alien by the end and Peacemaker with the helmets, explosions, and felt a little bit more of a budget in that one than this season.
I think
so.
it's coming.
I think
I
it's
hope
cool, but I
so.
also
I
think
hope so.
a lot of the budget is being spent on. We got Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl, Ted Cord, not Ted Cord.
Yeah, characters. So,
Yeah, like we're
Max
getting a lot of
Lord.
characters. We got Lex. We're getting a lot of bigger actors like kind of coming in and doing stuff, and there's a lot more diverse scenery, like stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I don't consider like because we don't have CG characters that the budget is cut. I think we're building new sets for this whole new Earth X. Like that town is clearly a backlot or something like that. That's all set up. And then if they do GI Robot coming in,
That's what
he's
I
going to
was
have to
going
be
to say.
purely CG.
The budget.
Yeah,
There's your budget. Lex
Yeah.
Luthor and GI
That's the-
Robot. Yeah.
That's the fucking havoc that robot is going. Oh my god! If
and I
that
can
happens,
see Superman showing up at some point, like possible, or would be even better if we get like I don't know,
Ultraman.
Red Sun Superman and the
or
Earth X
Ultraman or
world.
something. Yeah.
Well, they can't use Ultraman now.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, they could in X. We don't. They could do whatever the hell they want in Earth X. So
They
yeah.
can. Yeah. I don't think they can't call him Ultraman when we just had Ultraman in the movie.
Yeah.
Not at all. No.
The Red
But
Sun.
they're going to do
Superman.
something. It'll be big.
Yeah.
It'll be big. The last 2 episodes, they'll be big.
I hope so.
And
I
they're,
hope so. I'm praying. I hope. that
I
Yeah,
have
they're
no cause for
probably-
concern with myself. Like I felt like everything's been great so far. So
Yeah, it has been. That's why I'm
Yeah.
kind of please keep it up. So
your nerves are just on edge because Alien didn't go the way you thought. So now you're projecting it onto everything else.
that's what I think.
yeah, because I don't have enough time to invest in the series, and then
I feel you.
I put the time in, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
But you
Well,
enjoyed it to like you still with Alien. You said you enjoyed up to episode 5. You got
no, and it
Five?
gave way to this conversations and us three here having fun about it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it at all. But it's kind of like a little bit salty, but yeah. But I'm really happy with Peacemaker. I'm really happy with Peacemaker. So I love the character. So we'll see how this ends up.
I
hope
understand what you're saying. I mean, we have to choose what we're going to watch,
Yeah.
you know, because time is so limited these days. We're like, okay, we know we have time. What are we going to watch? So it's very important that we choose this, or this. So I get what you're saying. It's like I've invested time in this that I don't have much of. So I want it to pay off. I get that. And I think Peacemaker will. I think, like you guys said, we'll get GI Robot.
Yep.
We'll get more Lex.
But with Alien, I was happy until even the 6th episode was not terrible. The 7 and the 8, yeah, okay. But up to the 6, I was completely on board, and I was completely happy with how it was going. That they did not land the airplane correctly, well, that's a whole other story. But I was happy. I love the 5th episode. I can rewatch that a couple times easily, no problems at all. So
yeah. No, go ahead, Tom.
I was gonna say, I always had the mantra. Well, not always, but recently in Gunn we trust. I trust James Gunn, and he's yet to let me down. Like, and I've said something similar in the past about like the MCU had yet to let me down, and then after however many projects they've done, of course they'll drop a Secret Invasion every now and again. That I'm just like, what the fuck was that? But so far, James Gunn helmed and controlled projects I have yet to be disappointed by.
Yeah.
I think of all of the stuff he's done, I think Creature Commandos is probably towards the bottom, but only because it just was too short and nothing really. It seemed like he was setting it up to be this is the start of a new universe, and it really kind of didn't start anything. And we haven't seen those characters show up in anything else, which this project could change that, and it might repaint that series. So, but I trust James Gunn to take this to the end and make it solid all the way through.
My fear with him is, and this obviously comes from perspective only. I don't know the guy, obviously, but it seems like he's very much, I need to do this my way, control, I have a plan. So when he starts handing off the reins, which he's
I'm
already
a little
doing
worried about
and
that
has
too.
to
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
then what happens?
He did say that he's only green lighting projects that are completely sound ideas, and everything, like the story, the scripting is done, all the plans are done, everything is great. And he, like, once he's 100% greenlit it, he's going to be hands off, let the creators create, because he trusts in the overarching package that they present. So
Yeah.
I find that if that continues to be true, that'll be great. That'll avoid all the stuff that happened, the pitfalls that happened with Star Wars, where they're like, let's start a new trilogy and we'll hand off everything to a new creative team every time. And like, that's not how you
Yeah.
do a trilogy, guys.
No.
You need the whole story.
Especially not J.J. Abrams. Don't hand him anything. Nothing.
I liked
I
The
like
Force
Super.
Awakens. So I don't find J.J. Abrams to be the problem there until he came back to try to like put band-aids instead of
try to
running
fix
with
them.
changes from The Last Jedi. He was like, no, let's put duct tape around these holes in these pipes. Instead of doing that, he should have ran with that story and done something different. Because them starting off with and yet somehow the Emperor returns.
There's a radio signal. Oh my God, it's Palpatine. He's back, and fuck all. It's like, from where, dude? Yeah.
He was dealt a tough hand because he had to pick up the pieces from Last Jedi. But in general, Abrams is one of those creators that hasn't really done anything outside of the TV show Fringe.
I like Star Trek movies.
I like Super 8.
Yeah, Super 7. Super 8. Yeah, Super 8. Super 7 is the story.
It's okay. Star Trek for me, but I'm a weird one. I grew up on Star Trek, so
I didn't.
To me, it's commercial. It's like, okay, this is what happens when you commercialize Star Trek. But I also understand, as a Star Trek fan, you cannot bring what Star Trek is to the big screen and make it what it is. Star Trek very much hits on meaningful things in society. And
I bet the Wrath of Khan is a fantastic movie until this day. So yeah, they brought it to film.
Right. But Star Trek as a whole it has a lot of stories to tell that aren't just science fiction. It has meaning in everything that it does. So it's very in depth. So I struggled with the movies because they're just big spectacle pieces.
Yeah. I think for me, those though, those introducing it to a new audience, they worked really well. Just for like, here's a new franchise.
I get it.
That makes us money based on Star Trek, and I enjoyed them for that. Never having watched anything Star Trek before that. Since then, though, I watched all of the original series, and I've watched Strange New Worlds until this season because I canceled my Paramount Plus. But I liked all the movies. I find them to be a completely different thing, though. You're absolutely right. They are not even remotely the same thing as what Star Trek was and has been. But what they were as enjoyable popcorn movies, they were great.
Yeah. I would say the last one, Beyond, that was my favorite of the three.
Okay.
It felt more, I don't know, maybe I just gotten used to it at that point. Like, okay, I finally know what I'm getting into.
How many new ones they did? 3 with that? 3, right? First
like
2 was J.J. Abrams, right?
Yep. And the other last one was another Fast and Furious creator.
Or director. Was it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think so. I'll Google it while we chat.
But I didn't mean this Wrath of Khan. I meant the old Wrath of Khan.
I know you meant.
They didn't call it the Wrath of Khan when they did it this time. What was it called?
Yeah, it was Into Darkness.
Into Darkness. Yeah, okay. Although Benedict Cumberbatch was pretty cool. That's kind of,
the Next Generation. That's really, I obviously watched the original series, but Next Generation, that was my thing. So that is sacred.
Okay, Justin Lin directed Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, Fast and the Furious 6, and then Star Trek Beyond, and Community, the TV show, and True Detective.
Wait, Justin Lin did one of the True Detective seasons?
I guess so. I don't know which one. Oh, hang on, I'll have to scroll. I went to Wikipedia instead of IMDb, which is dumb.
Because I think the first one was Kari Fukuyama.
The first one, the first two were Nick something. It's an Italian name. I don't know who did 3 and 4.
I'm gonna go to his IMDb page.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier. IMDb. There we go. Yeah, he also, I guess, done a lot of the more recent Fast and the Furious too, or at least was slated to. Yeah, he did Fast X as well. He did Space Jam: A New Legacy.
oh boy,
so he has a lot of hit and misses.
Yeah, but the
I've
studios
only
paid
seen
that man
one.
a lot of money.
I've only seen one Fast. I think the original one. That's the only one I've seen, and I didn't even finish it. So.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
good for you. I wish I'd only seen the original.
He did the second season of True Detective, the one that a lot of people.
the one with the
guys,
Vince Vaughn and
I love that season.
Oh, really? I fell off about
the second one. That's the one with Colin
Farrell and Vince Vaughn. It's so bleak and has a horrible ending, but
bleaker
it's
than the first. Bleaker than the first one.
I've ever seen. What's that?
Bleaker than the first season.
Oh hell yeah! Way more bleak.
I just don't like Taylor Kitsch. I don't think he's a good actor, so I kind of fell off with him.
He's not in it that much. He's in it early on, and then I can't spoil why, but you can put 2 and 2 together. He's not in it very much.
Okay.
Yeah. But overall, it's some of the greatest acting I've ever seen in a TV series.
Interesting.
Absolutely. Colin Farrell and Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn, I don't know if he did, but he should have won Emmys. Like by the time you get to the end, I can rewatch the final episode just for Vince Vaughn's scenes. And they are awesome. But no, there hasn't been a season of True Detective I haven't enjoyed.
I like the new one. I only watched a bunch of season 2, a little bit of season 1 because I fucked up when watching it, where I jumped onto HBO after it was all out and I hit play and it started playing like I watched the last episode first because that's what it played for. And then once I watched that and then I watched the first one, I was like, wait, this is a weird storytelling. And then I realized what happened. I was like, well, I already know the end, so screw this. So I didn't watch anymore.
That's the one with Mahershala Ali, right? No,
Mahershala Ali is season 3.
What was the last
Woody
one?
Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey is the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's the first one, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many are there? There are 3 only right now, right?
4.
What's the fourth one?
The fourth one is
Jodie Foster. I can't remember the other girl's name, but Jodie Foster and someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Arctic one? Yeah, I saw that one. Oh, okay. Yeah. That was pretty good. Oh, okay. The one with the pilot corpses in the snow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was probably the weakest one. I don't know. Season 3 might have been the weakest one. It's one of those shows that the acting almost carries me right through it. Like I'm enthralled by the characters, even if the story doesn't pay off. The characters and the acting is so good.
They tried to touch on the supernatural a little bit, like they did in the first one.
Yeah, that was odd.
And I don't think it transferred well. Although it was intriguing to see the whole pile of corpses in the snow, kind of a thing going.
What I liked the most about it was the weird supernatural shit. I was there for the supernatural stuff.
And the fucking one-eyed bear running around.
It was basically the Thing, but like with a lot of tribal Inuit kind of story, like history to it, which I found to be very interesting. I didn't know how they were going to end it, and it ended in a way that I don't think they knew how they were going to end it.
They didn't know.
But I ain't mad at it either for its weird ending.
Yeah, they dug a hole they couldn't really crawl out of.
Yeah.
But I was fine with it.
They like wanted to explain it as completely realistic and can happen, and they're like, but maybe not.
But maybe. Which would be me if I made something. My crazy mind would go nuts and build this stupid ass thing and be like, wait, what do I do with this? I don't know. Maybe not. Let's go with that.
The only one I haven't finished is season 2 because I saw the Mahershala Ali one, I saw the Jodie Foster one, the first one I loved. So okay, I'll try. I'll give it a second chance because my memory is like I did not enjoy it and I stopped watching that season. So I'll give it a shot.
Make sure you're in the right place mentally, because nothing there's nothing positive about it. So if
That's
you
the
want to be uplifted, don't go there.
that's I love you, but that's the vaguest piece of advice you've ever given. What's the state of mind?
The statement is, if you want to be uplifted at all, don't try to
Don't
rewatch
watch it. Yeah, no.
It's not going to uplift you whatsoever. Yeah. So,
I'll give it a shot.
okay. It's good. The acting alone makes it worth it. For me.
Good acting can basically save a project, even that has like
Mm.
bad writing.
Yes.
Like that was actually part of the thing that kept me in season 4 as well. It was like the acting was
Agreed.
really solid, even though like I only knew 2 of those actors going into it, Jodie Foster and then the captain of the police, because he was in a Danny McBride story. I think he was in Eastbound and Down as like the brother-in-law, and he played like
Oh.
a goofy brother-in-law in that. And then he was like all of a sudden like this, I don't know, like really disturbed internally, like police captain. Like it was really interesting.
Yeah. I
Oh, and
love
wasn't
that.
like Jimmy Smits in that too? Wasn't he like who Jodie Foster was like fucking from like the mainland or something like that?
No.
Was that Jimmy Smith's? I don't remember now.
I thought it was. I mean, now I'm gonna have to Google this.
Why was Jimmy Smith's not in Andor? Do we know?
He couldn't because of conflicting schedule or something, I guess.
Schedules, yeah, I think it was.
Season 4.
Andor. I know that's old news, but that is the greatest TV show
Greatest
that I
TV
can
show.
remember.
It's really good. I don't know if I'd say it's the greatest TV
The
show.
second
It's really good.
season. Second season at least alone. And maybe it's the times we live in. I don't know, but yeah,
It's more
feels
because of
like
the times, yeah.
Yeah.
Good show, yes. Best.
Yeah, I reserve the right to totally walk back anything I say.
Oh, it was
reserve that right.
all right. It wasn't Jimmy Smith. Sorry, it was Christopher Eccleston. Is who it was. That character was like a wild one out of left field.
I still can't place.
Christopher Eccleston is the 9th Doctor. That helps.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, I got it. Yeah. I think. So he's the guy that looks like he has T-Oculus in him all the time. He's got the bulgy eyes, right?
He kind of does have bulgy eyes, but
Yeah.
yeah. I find his nose to be more of his prominent feature in his face. And his big ears and kind of overly weird shaped head just in general.
Okay. Well, we just totally took a shit on Christopher Eccleston.
I love his acting and I wish he showed up in more stuff, but he has a unique look and he has a great voice too.
Yes. So there we go. We brought it around. We praised him in the end. Like, he's a weird looking fucker, but his voice is great.
Hey, exactly why I love Steve Buscemi. Like there's plenty of actors out there that are weird looking fuckers, but man, are they great to watch.
Dude, Steve Buscemi, did you guys watch Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah.
A bunch of it, not all of it though.
He's so fucking good. Like, I never would have saw him in that role, and he's so good at it. Like, yeah. I think he did win Emmys for that. He should have. He's great.
Yeah.
Great dude.
He's a great actor.
Did you guys watch the Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix?
No, that's like watching the Tiger King or some shit like that.
It's wild.
Hang on. Why? Why would you watch that?
Because I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. If I could tell you how my mind works.
Winning.
We went from Steve Buscemi. So in my mind, I immediately go, Steve Buscemi, love this guy. Con Air, loved Con Air.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage, love Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, Charlie Sheen documentary, because he's in that.
Okay.
And so that brought me full circle. In about 5 seconds, I went from point A to Z.
That's a hell of a 6 degrees of separation there.
Yes.
No, I did not. I did not watch it. I'd enjoy his movies during the 80s, but not now.
It's wild. It's really sad because it breaks down his breakdown. But he's very honest about it, even the things he did wrong.
They actually interviewed like him. It wasn't just people talking about him.
No, they also had people talking about him, including his ex-wives and family members. And he said they asked him a certain thing at one point about a very traumatic thing, and he goes, "You know what? I'm not going to answer that because I have what I would say about it, but I know you're interviewing Denise, which was his ex-wife. That I'd rather her tell you what she thinks about that. So he's
Well,
very honest.
Yeah, that's actually really
And
good.
if nothing else, it's a great thing to watch to get uplifted in the sense that you can recover. People with very bad addiction can recover. It seems like he has. I hope he continues to do so. But it's a wild watch. Like someone's life can go that direction. Wild, insane. And half of it's Nick Cage's fault.
What?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, Nick Cage is,
I love
it's
Nick
crazy
Cage.
watch. I love Nick Cage, but he's totally on cocaine 24/7, and I'm pretty sure that show confirms it.
Yeah.
Like the dude is crazy because he's high as fuck.
That doesn't surprise me at all,
No,
honestly.
Yeah.
But he seems like a functioning coke addict.
Yes, very high functioning. I would love to hang out with Nick Cage, minus the cocaine. I'm good.
All right.
Alberto's like,
Completely
no.
Side question for you guys that has nothing to do with Charlie Sheen or cocaine or anything.
That's probably good. That's probably good.
Okay. Are either of you guys watching or intend to watch? And I am in the intend to watch. I haven't started yet. Season 2 of Gen V.
I haven't even watched season 1.
The first one, yeah.
Okay. You guys have homework
Should I?
because you guys should watch season 1 of Gen V. It's great.
That's from The Boys?
Yeah. It's a great spinoff. It's really good. I thought, honestly, season 1 of Gen V overall, from start to finish, was one of the best seasons of The Boys that's been done.
Yeah, I saw the last season of The Boys, the one with the flying sheep and the whole symbiote thing going on. Okay. So, okay. Gen V?
You should watch,
All right,
watch Gen V because season 2 just started. So I don't know if, and I haven't watched it yet because I've been behind on everything, but it's in my intention to watch.
But did they release all of them or is it just week by week?
It's week by week.
Okay.
Is it on Netflix? It's Amazon.
It is Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Week by week. Which anymore, I prefer that because it helps me ration my time. I always want it to drop all at once, but I'm getting to the point where I realize, like, if they drop one a week, I can ration my time. Be like, okay, I know tonight I have time to watch just this.
You can ration your time anytime you want to ration your time. That's on you. Do not blame the show's release schedule for you not being able to ration your time.
I will, because I'm going to say, show, you should know, 2 kids, full-time job, YouTube
and the show will be like, we'll be here for you whenever you have time. All the episodes are out. Just return to us. We're here. We're waiting for you.
Yes.
When does Stranger Things come out? Right?
Very soon.
Very soon, yeah.
It's in October.
Yeah.
We get like 2 in October, 2 in November, and then the last one on
December.
New Year's Eve, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we're always going to have shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Always something in the whole realm of nerdocracy that we'll have to talk about. It's fine. Great.
I just would like, because I know based on season 1 of Gen V, season 2 is going to have insane shit happening week to week because that's kind of what that whole property does. They're like, did you see this insane thing that happened? And then there's a good overarching story with it. So
this is the last season of The Boys, right? The one they're filming
coming
right
up.
now.
Yeah. They just finished.
I hope I don't know if they're going to finish it like the book, but
they did nothing like the book. So why would they?
Nope.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting if they go that way. So.
Yeah, unlike The Walking Dead, I think it's worked. Like whatever they're doing so far, I'm fine with it.
Well, that book series is too try hard that you can't do anything that's actually like that people would give a shit about if it followed the boys' book. No one would watch that. I wouldn't watch it. Walking Dead, I wish it was more like the book because that series just kind of just went so slow and plotted for so long. And so I fell off in season 4, which I think they're like
that happened to me.
Yeah.
I watched like 2-5 when Negan appeared. That's it. I dropped off after that.
I didn't even get to Negan. I remember them doing it. I was like, oh cool, they got to the Negan story.
Oh no, I think I dropped off earlier, but I came back in for that episode and then I dropped back off. So,
When he whacks Glenn and Abraham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, actually, it was Glenn directly in the book, but yeah. So.
Yep.
Yes.
It's interesting to see in our, because
I
I
was
know they
going to go
teased,
there.
yeah, they teased
Mhm.
those figures. Well, they brought them to Comic-Con last year, so I got to see them like in person last year, and they looked amazing. But they're
Oh, they are?
finally now like up and out for pre-order, and it's just wild that I was like, huh, people still care about this show in 2025?
Apparently they do.
Yeah, I was done with this show back in like 2018 or
But you know,
2017.
I started watching the Daryl Dixon and Friends show, and it's not bad. It has like a Resident Evil vibe, so it's
Okay.
pretty. It's watchable because it's just him, and it's a whole different infrastructure, not the backwoods. So, and it's a very big castle in Montparnasse. I remember the name, but it's in France, and the setting is pretty cool. It's more gothic, zombie-like, and the zombies are different. So,
How does he get from Georgia to France in a zombie apocalypse?
in a boat.
Does it take him like 4 months
He
or
goes
6 months?
adrift in a boat, I think.
Oh, it drifted. So he's been out on sea for 5
Yeah,
years.
so yeah.
And like,
I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it. If you want to see it, so watch it. So
I love Alberto's
it's not
reaction.
terrible.
He goes in a boat.
In a boat? How the hell are you gonna? There's no airplane, so a boat. Either he swam.
Well, he could get a helicopter himself and fly over there. I don't think there's enough gas in the helicopter. Or a propeller plane, I guess.
No.
I love that. How'd he get to France? In a boat? I don't know. It's fine.
He rode his way to.
He tied a bunch of zombies together, built himself a raft out of floating
there you
corpses.
go, yeah.
Yes. I am surprised Zenart didn't do Daryl. Like, I feel like as far as people still in on Walking Dead, he's the most popular.
They did him.
Yeah, he was on one of the ones that they brought to Comic-Con.
So. Oh, I didn't see it. I just saw
they have there an RSVP for him. So yeah, they're not showing any picture, but there's an RSVP for him.
Nice. Not something I'll buy. But
I'm not getting any.
Yeah, no. Especially not for in-art prices. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I think they're a little bit better on those, right? They're like $370.
Yeah, but they come with.
It's still $100 more than a hot toy.
These days,
you can get them direct. You can get them directly from them. So.
I mean, it depends. It depends on which, like, what the price goes and where they average. You're right.
Yeah, our hobby is expensive as fuck, no matter which avenue you choose.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. All right, guys. Anything else you want to dive into before we throw a wrap on this one?
I want to bring this up for our audience. So if you guys have not watched Weapons yet, I know these fine two gentlemen have watched it, and we discussed it very briefly on the show before, but I plan to watch it this upcoming Friday. So the next time we do a show, we're not sure when it'll be because Jordan's traveling.
It'll be
Sunday.
Next time
okay.
We'll do it. I'm good.
Okay. Jordan saying fuck it. He had enough beers that he's just like, whatever, my vacation. Whatever.
Okay.
We're going to be talking Weapons in spoiler detail next episode.
Oh,
so I just want to bring that up so people can watch and join us in the discussion. And yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited for that because we're getting into
Weapons
October.
Is Weapons streaming for free somewhere? I'm not sure.
No,
I just plan to buy it. It's buyable. It's rentable. I'm like, I'll just buy it outright. I'm sure
anyone that hasn't seen it, buy it and watch it, and watch our spoiler talk on it because it's something else. It's so unique. Alberto, has your mind changed? We'll talk about it next week. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I guess next week we can talk that, and then I also plan to watch all of Marvel Zombies before the next episode as well. So it'll be for our first October episode, full horror
zombies
spooky. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we have Peacemaker, Marvel Zombies, Weapons, and anything in between comes up.
That's it.
No, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Gen V at some point. We'll have to get back to Dan at some point because I'm caught up now. So
so you watched all of season 2? Season 2 is over now.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah, we should definitely talk about episode still in the house. So yeah, I haven't gone back. So I gotta get back to it and finish it.
Still
I was waiting actually.
Says literally nothing. about
No,
where you
and
are.
when the third dude convert, they're fighting
The haunted,
the worm,
that's
yeah, the big
Seko's
one.
house, not Granny's house.
Yeah,
Okay, you're in the worm house. Got
they're
it.
fighting the worm.
That
Yeah.
does say something. Then.
Second season.
It's like
Yeah,
there's a house in almost every episode, right? People have to live
Yeah, I was getting
somewhere.
ready to say which house. Still in the house.
Strike
One
that.
thing you brought up, Tom, that we're also planning on doing is over the course of October, spooky season. Every episode, which will be every week, we will pick and we will alert the audience a week beforehand. But we are going to watch a certain film, and then we're going to talk about that film on the previous week.
It'll
So
be
it'll be a
agreed
consensus
upon
decision.
horror movie.
Yes.
So we all have to agree it won't be, because we're all very out loud and outspoken about how we're not horror guys, but we do watch horror.
Oh,
so we will
boy.
have to agree that it doesn't upset one of our little particularities with horror, and we will decide.
We're not horror guys, but it's probably what we've talked about the most in the 2.5 months this show has been going on. So
It's
yeah,
true.
yeah. But it will not be Terrifier. We don't.
No, good
yeah,
lord, good lord,
no chance. No chance.
no chance.
No. But it'll be fun. There's
But
a lot
also,
of exciting stuff.
Our audience, if you have recommendations, you kind of know us enough, I think, by this point. If you have recommendations for horror movies that maybe aren't like top of mind or anything like that, post them in the comments. Let us know. Reach out to us on socials, whatever. It's just so they're in our discussion before the show when we decide. We can kind of pick. Alberto's making a funny face when I was saying all that. He was like,
my wife. She's going to bed.
Oh, okay.
She's signaling Alberto like, come on.
Yeah.
In the
show ended 11 minutes ago. Let's go.
You're over an hour. Let's go. But yeah, October's going to be fun. And then we'll wrap up October and go into November, which will be Legion's Con. So that's going to be a whole other type of show.
6 weeks, boys. 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Oh, I got to buy my plane ticket.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't bought mine yet. So
I'm good. I've got everything. Unless Alberto doesn't show up, then I have nowhere to stay.
It'll be you and me sleeping in that lobby on a couch for the first 2 nights. You can just stay with me, Jordan.
I'll be there. No worries.
All right, guys. It's been fun. Good show. Good to have Tom back. Hopefully we've taken you away from your busy schedule to at least chillax for a little bit.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Chill is one thing. There's the setting stress that I still have to finish stuff for like an hour and a half from now or something, but we'll see.
Yeah. We're going to let you go so you can do that.
Cool. Yeah.
But everyone, thank you for jumping in on this episode. As always, I should do this at the beginning, but I always do it at the end. Do the obligatory YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all those good things to make sure you don't miss an episode. New episodes every Monday morning, as long as I make sure they get out by Monday morning. But yes, normally Monday morning. But until next time, everyone. Ooh, I didn't think of a movie thing. I'm going to pull this off the top of my head. Hold on. Until next time.
Khan! There we go.
Oh, you're going to go with Khan?
Yeah.
Do Khan. Last week was good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah.
Well, you should really think about these beforehand, Jordan.
I normally do. Like, I'm driving in the car and I'm like, I got it. And I feel like I had one for this week, but somewhere along the line.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Hey, there we go. Until next week, go fuck yourself, San Diego.